it's me again. I know I just uploaded a video, but soon after, and you already know that I usually just do spontaneous work, like I don't prepare what I'm gonna say. I used to, but you know, I'm more go with in the intuitive, like what I'm sharing for you guys in creating content is also my personal experience and growth. I know if I would prepare, that means like, oh, maybe I would do my work, spiritual work, more focused, determined, like I was explaining in the previous video. At the same time, this is my focus and determination and my own pace that I chose. And what you're not changing, you're choosing. Okay, so this is not the main intention and aim of this video, but I wanted to say everything is going viral. And I'm still under the influence of me losing my phone last year in India and then getting it back after 1 month. The 1 month detox was amazing. I really lowered the usage of social media quite a ton. I still use some Instagram and stuff, but I lowered it down a lot. And I noticed that spiritual teachings and everything just moved to another medium, which is social media. Before we had this, it was in the form of books. And there's some people, let's say spiritualists, claiming that you need to go off of social media in order to truly understand and get through the detox and stuff. And I can agree, I had this experience, I can agree. But you also, if you have the purpose of being a teacher and a healer or a medium or whatever your life purpose is, or life's mission, or what you choose, what you feel like you're inclined to do on this planet, well, you gotta adapt. In the medieval ages, there were books. Before that, there were carvings on the wall, or what the hell, or just, mouth to mouth. And I used to say social media and stuff is really bad, but like I said in my previous video, the one that's being uploaded right now, and I'm gonna upload this one as a continuous, or so to speak, but I just wanted to say, I do believe social media is bad for you in terms of your health, your physical health, but at the same time, it's good for you. It's like the poison you eat, the food you eat. We all know the food isn't that good nowadays. If you make it, if you're have your own field, make your own crop, that's different. It's also different when you're creating your own content, like I'm creating this space, because this then feels different than just receiving, right? So you do what you do. You be who you are. Every moment, ask yourself, am I where I want to be right now? And if not, change. And change is the only thing that this life is really pushing us towards. The only thing that's constantly in movement. Life is just one big change. So if there are people telling you go do detox and stuff, try it. Maybe you had to learn to be in the middle, like Buddha says, have some social media, how to use it properly, like AI, for example. Some people are so against it, and some people are like, oh, this is the best thing ever. They're like fanatics. No, you don't just go on one side, try one side and say, oh, this is the best side, without trying the other. You just can't. You cannot compare, and you gotta go through the process of comparing, and then after going through that process, that comparing is unnecessary. You have to go through it. You have to try one point and the other point. You can't say, oh, I hate that and I love this. What is hate and what is love is driven from the same emotional center. Love and hate are just emotions that are observed through a different lens, and there are going to be people, and also I was one of those saying, oh, but love is a higher vibration than hate. Of course it is, but without hate there wouldn't be love, like there wouldn't be light without dark, like without shadows physically. So that's what I wanted to add. If I'm not making content, that doesn't mean I'm, stagnating, or I'm a human being. And if you're not constantly in contact with the social media stuff and feel like you're an outcast, maybe you have to go for that. If you feel you just need to go into your little cave and have that deep rest and go into yourself, reconnect with yourself, then just do it. Determination, do it. Focus, do it. Yeah, I'm still in the same energy as in the previous video, I guess. I gotta say, it's a really high vibration. And I've been also meditating for the past week on with the attention of receiving from the Akashic records, and it's amazing. So I'm just sharing my experience with you, raising the vibration. This is my ikigai. This is something I give, and I adapt it to the standards of this world, and I put myself on social media, even though me personally, I don't like it. I don't like putting myself on social media. And I think a lot of authors who written so many great books, I don't think they actually enjoy the process of writing, but they were driven. When they then fell into it, like I fall into recording these videos, it was an experience for them as well. I know, like, briefly what I want to talk about, but then the rest is just what it's channeled and flows. And I believe it's the same with those good philosophical and spiritual mental growth authors and books out there. So if you want to create something, focus and just do it. River believes in you. I'm River, by the way, so River and Authorial, Nath, River, Riv, Nath, just, yeah. Oh, why did I have the need to tell you my spirit guide's name? Wow. It's like, oh, also, some of you that follow me are from Slovenia, right? And I always ask myself, why am I recording in English? And I never told you guys this, or maybe only my bestie to my bestie, but when I first connected to my spirit guide, it spoke to me in English, which is so funny. Some of you know that I collect coins. I have a few of them in my new home here already. I'll show them to you, so I create some more content. So I collect different coins, like memorial coins from different countries. Like this one I have from Ireland, a memorial coin. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little, yeah, you can't see it. And this one I have from Poland, the Poland dragon. And this one I have from Japan, and I love this one personally. Yeah, just, from Budapest, and yeah, there's a few of them here, but when I was 7 years old, I think it was 7, I found one dime at my school on the floor. I was first grade, elementary school, and this godforsaken space in Slovenia, like in a school where there was only 100 students in the whole school. And in this area, I found one dime, and when I found it, I was like, wow, this came from America. And I watched a lot of Cartoon Network when I was little. I used to understand English so naturally. And my spirit guide, which I kind of hear right now, this is a different video, but I could have like a whole session with my spirit guide sometimes, but yeah, whatever. And you can also sense, also, I'm one of those people that really just, not only that I'm in my 30s and I don't give a fuck how I look anymore and stuff, but I really let my truth flow. I'm not saying I'm speaking the truth, the universal truth, but it's the truth that comes from me, this entity. So it's my truth. Mama, my truth. Mama means mine in Sanskrit. For those of you who didn't know, it's really interesting. What is mine? So this is from this body, which came from the earth, Mother Earth, so from Mama. And so it's so interesting, like the first time I connected, I really asked, tell me your name, and it started speaking in English. And I asked in Slovene, And then at one point, I asked my spirit guide, can you speak in Slovenian? And he's like, of course. And I didn't understand, but now I do. It's how it's meant to be. And I know a lot of people that when they start speaking their emotions, and they're not English native speakers, they start speaking about their emotions in English. So many. It's because of this distance. I was talking about this in my previous video. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's about this positive neutrality or negative neutrality, like just this distance, like that you can observe. And when you can observe your emotion, this river flow of emotions are usually connected with the second chakra, which is connected to the element of water. So your emotions are like water, they need to flow. If you feel like you have stagnant or stuff, just imagine you're like in this pond, and you kind of make this pond turn into a river, or pour some rain, cleansing rain, and cleanse all this, like whatever. Just visualization does a lot. So long story short, a lot of people I know, they start conveying their emotions in English, and they might not be aware that their spirit guide is maybe also speaking with them in English. And I know for a fact, like I had this student, I was teaching Japanese in high school, I was teaching them hiragana, so it's like the alphabet, let's put it simply, alphabet of Japan writing system. So I have hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana, this is so weird because I'm pronouncing it in English, is hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Like kanji, whatever. Um, so we took first 10 hiragana characters, letters, and the next time, so the third class we had, we were supposed to take 10 of them again, and she said, "Teacher, you won't believe me, I had a dream that I can speak Japanese, that I can read in Japanese, that I can read hiragana fluently, and I haven't studied it." And I said, "Really?" "Yeah." And I did not doubt her even for a second. And I said, "Would you feel confident enough if I ask you in front of class to confirm if this is true?" And she got a little scared at first, hesitant, but I didn't give her any doubt. I believed in her. What she said, it was her truth. That's why she didn't block. I let it flow. I gave her space for her river, for her energy. And you won't believe me, guys, like she knew the whole thing. And I swear, she didn't learn. And then she said she dreamt in Korean. She can speak Korean. And she was just, what, 18? That was crazy. And there's several cases when this happened. Mind is a God's creation, essence. It's also a tool. Again, how it is you see of it. What is your focus? How you're determined to use this? And also by choosing your words, like I said, how you're determined to use. If you use something, you can abuse it. So if you say, "I'm using this body as an entity," does it seem well? Does it seem right? Because then if you're using something, everything has an expiration date. Oh, we also die, you know, we pass away. But if you start perceiving your body as that you don't use it, but you rather live the journey, observe or maintain, or, like choose something that is not necessarily positive or negative, but different, that vibrates differently. And I swear, your body's gonna be like, "Hey, you're so kind and compassionate." Compassion. You're so kind and compassionate. Like, what? And a lot of people are talking about how compassion, and in Tibetan Buddhism, compassion is the highest form, like really the highest form of spiritual awakening. So if compassion is here, let's say that this is the highest point I can show for the camera to see. What is here then? What is the opposite of compassion? What is the balance to compassion? Because if light balances darkness and darkness balances light, what balances compassion? That's a great question, right? And in order to feel compassion and have compassion and be in compassion, you gotta go through the opposite of compassion. And it's not pleasant, but it's life, and it's an experience, and we all freaking share it. And we share it now through social media, through books. I share it through my music. That's all I wanted to say. If I don't upload again for months or even years, or if I decide I'm gonna go out of off of social media, don't you ever think I stopped. I cannot stop. This is energy can't stop. I'm energy, you're energy, we're all energy, we're all made out of energy. It can't stop. Can't stop the thing. That's right. No. Much love. I hope this brought you some insight, or if it resonated with you, great. If not, let me know in the comments below. How do my videos make you guys feel, or do you receive something, or is it even fair of me to ask you that? You know what? Don't. I used to be really sad that I didn't get enough comments in my YouTube, and that's because I was needy. Now I'm like, you choose. If you choose to see my video even for 3 seconds, I'm grateful. I'm gonna be like, hey, we met. Our energy exchange, our vision, just exchanging that look sometimes with this completely random stranger on the street, and you cannot forget that look, or maybe just like a touch. You bumped into somebody and it wasn't like brutal, it's just like this soft nudge, and you keep thinking about it because there was an energy transfer, it was an exchange, it was a transformation. It's change, and we're all just creating resonance. I love this word, and I hate it at the same time because I know what it brings and what it needs. Resonance. So, I'm gonna stop yapping, and now I'm gonna do some more shadow work or light work, or why am I telling you this? Because maybe you could do it too. I invite you to do some of your own spiritual shadow reading, whatever. Just do it. Do it right now. But if you want to continue reading or searching on YouTube for similar videos than this one, go ahead. Go ahead. I love you. And take care.